This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so we're talking about Big Meech, Rick Ross, everything that's going on. 50 Cent has made his decision, obviously, to bring this BMF to a final chapter, whatever that means. Final chapter usually means the end, but in 50 Cent's world, we've seen him take Power Book, Power and turn it into Power Book, and then the spinoff of this and that. We don't know what's happening, but I think it is a warning. Basically, Big Meech crossed the line, and so does Southwest T. I don't care what anybody says. Some people are still telling me, you don't know what you're talking about, right? And yeah, the Tammy Cowan story is complicated. And I put out a video earlier, and people got it misconstrued what I was doing. I was reintroducing an old story, then introduced the Gatling brothers, connected to a bunch of stuff. I probably should have put more context with it. I was in a rush today. I apologize for that. So Tammy Cowan's, this woman used to be an informant allegedly, twice. One time before the incident that involves Meech. Second time, an incident where she got involved with an agent, got Meech to get Cuffy on the phone and link something up with him, and it fell apart because she was smashing the agent, but supposedly Big Meech was compliant with it. Now, this woman is the woman that has all the rights to Big Meech's story, and she had power of attorney while he was in jail. She had to work with 50 Cent to make BMF. She's also executive producer on the series. And if all this got exposed, it would discredit a lot of Meech's legacy. And Southwest T is guilty of his own stuff. This was probably the dumbest move Meech could have made coming out. Being thirsty, linking with artists. He's always been kind of thirsty, linking with artists even before he went to jail. If you see in all the DVDs and everything, he's, spending tons of money. He's a lick. Listen, man, let's call it what it is, okay? You guys want to call it what it is? In the rap world, these artists look at these drug dealer dudes as licks because basically they have a ton of money. They want to throw a show. You got the money. You're going to pay me good money. You're going to spoil me. And, the respect is there because you got the money, but they all know where the money's coming from, and it's temporary. And once you don't have that going for you, what's the purpose of your friendship? It's about money anyways, It started. Why do you think Fabulous was partying with Meech all the time? You don't hear him talking about Meech ever. He hasn't linked up with Meech since Meech has been home. They weren't besties. It was a money thing. Fabulous was the hottest artist at the time when he was trying to get Blue Da Vinci going. Jeezy hasn't linked with Big Meech, even though he had love for him, but it's too messy, man. Rick Ross is thirsty because this is a shot at 50 Cent. And plus, Rick Ross likes to hold himself in some regard that he's, he has that complex going on that he was a CEO, so he's like, I gotta show that I'm a real dude from the streets, Rick Ross didn't have to be on this flyer. This was a stupid move by Big Meech. It's disappointing, honestly, because this guy was always held in high regard. Death before dishonor. Oh, he's one of the realest left. He's always talking about, people ain't real no more. Remember all those interviews he get from jail? People don't get it, man. People ain't real no more. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You come out and do the biggest sucker move you could think of because he put your son in a position to make millions playing you, and they kept the BMF. They made a hit show out of it. They did the show justice. Yeah, he gets paid. You get paid too, and so does Little Meech. Southwest T gets paid too. It's not like they don't make $1. Southwest T linked with Supreme's fake son. Maybe it's his real son. Who knows? But I don't know. And he expressed his disinterest then. This was a horrible move. The BMF series are either do spin-offs or it's a wrap after this. We'll see. Now, I'm sure little Meech is in shock because he's probably following his dad. Like, my dad knows best. Your dad doesn't know best, bro. Your dad doesn't know best. So, little Meech didn't post anything about this. If I was little Meech, I would sit down with 50 and be like, yo, man. My dad's bugging. He just came home. You know, I ain't repost that Rick Ross thing. You know, like, I would try to reason with him because I'm going to be honest with you. This sucks, bro. This is just low down dirty. What else? Just anything else from Little Meech? It's just him working out all the time and stuff. Anyways, the series is getting a little dry too. I gotta be honest with you. It's getting slightly dry. Like, there's a lot of side stories going on that are weird. Keep it real. Like, if they don't get back on track, like there was some highlights in the last season, but there was also some exaggeration, you know. But anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. That's your update for that. I'll have some more news in a second. Peace. Smash that like button for me.